going. You have a plan by month, you have a plan by quarter, you have a plan by year. You have certain outreaches, so it's all the time that you're interacting with your customers or your intention behind interacting with them. But when it comes to hiring, a lot of times we don't even pick up the effort until somebody quits or leaves or what have you, or we have to fire them. And that's when we start. So we always feel like we're starting from ground zero, because we are. And that, in essence, no matter what the issue is, whether it's getting people, maybe you're in a small town and no one can afford to live there, that happens in more places than you'd think. Or maybe your industry is shorthanded because of the expertise. There can be lots of reasons, but the outcome's the same. You're not finding good people. And the reality is, if you want to be really good at hiring people that are a match, you have to be really intentional about it. You have to know who you're looking for. Are they a core values match beyond the resume? What I see is a lot of times when people, we hire Bob and the resume was amazing, and then he doesn't work out because he's not a core values fit. He doesn't value the same things that you and the company you built value, and that's the mismatch. So getting to the heart of why you are having this struggle, we can solve that, and a component of that is having a hiring plan or process.
You also mentioned too, when people leave, right? They don't have. They feel like they do start over, but you say that because they do. But
because
if you have a plan,
yeah, you just pick that up. So treat it like if you already have a good sales plan, and if you don't, that's one of the lessons in the academy.
You should.
So Carol asked me if there's one lesson I wanted to highlight. What I would tell you is, look at the topics. The lesson I want to highlight is the one that resonates with you. It's the thing that's dogging you right now, as we say.
I would say now, everybody would say sales would be their one to focus on.
Not everybody. Some people are doing pretty well in sales, but I hear more often time, and there's a time management lesson. But hiring
everywhere. Yeah, I always ask you that. I forgot to ask you.
You forgot to ask me. Everybody says they don't have enough time, and my retort is always the same. Carol here has 168 hours in a week, and so do I. Nobody has any different amount, and that means that it can become a real differentiator in your business if you become the one who knows how to prioritize and focus relentlessly on what matters and let everything else go to the side. You'd be surprised just how much your attention is not needed on small things when you put them on the big things.
I'll tell you something. I love listening to you because you always have these great, well, they're little ideas,
Yeah.
little lessons.
Yeah.
Right?
Little things I've seen along the way. I feel like that's a part of my role as a coach, is always to keep pollinating good ideas as well that I glean from my work. So go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, with the hiring component of, we get to the heart of, why are you having a hard time with good people? And one of those resistance that goes like right along with, I just don't have enough time. Hey, look, if you're saying, yeah, I'll take care of my problem employee, but I just don't have time to do that right now. What I can tell you is, look, a couple of things could be happening. Number one, that poor employee could be driving your top employee out the door. And what's going to happen is your top employee is going to leave, and you're still going to be stuck with Bob, the underperformer, as I say. If you're stuck with the underperformer, now not only do you have to try to replace your top performer, but you still have the problem Bob at the place. My apologies to anyone with that same name. I had to come up with something. But here's the other piece. I share a personal story of when I was in a large financial services firm, we had all had a social event, got together on a Friday, and we came back Monday, and one of our top leaders had passed from a sudden, unexpected heart attack at a very young age. That, bad things happen to good people. So again, we have this false sense that if I wait, I'm in control. You're not. You're never in control of fate in that way. So better to deal with the issue today. It doesn't get better, and it doesn't get smaller the longer you wait.
On the sales, not on sales, on the employee, lesson number whatever, okay?
Yeah.
Is there a template in that will help someone, let's say like me, I have a small business. I hired one person, and she stayed with me for 3 years. All of a sudden, she's leaving. That I can go to that. I'm just giving an example of going to that particular lesson. Would I be able to get that template so that it would help me know what to look for the new person?
Yeah, we give you a couple of ideas in your employee acquisition plan, is what we call it, lesson 12. There is some component to that, but because we've done a deep dive through the academy, there may be several things at play. One is the acquiring good employees, writing a job description for the person you want to draw in, and it doesn't, sometimes people will read a sample that we've done, and they'll say, well, I wouldn't be drawn to that, but we're not trying to find you. If it's a sales role, you write a sales posting, right?
And you can help with that.
I can help with that.
Right.
Right, we really want to hone in, and I'm probably going to ask you an example of who's your role model. Who's that person in your organization that you would clone if you could? That's who. Then you write a description. Yeah, me. I want more of me. Then you write a description for what qualities does that person have? What would draw that particular human in? Right. That's also how we get to the heart.
That's called diving deep.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. But again, the point is not to make things more difficult for you, is to do them correctly once.
Well, before we leave, I want you to tell everybody, I'm going to let you go ahead and kind of talk to the audience out there yourself. It's the holidays, and it's coming down to the end of the year. What do you want them to do?
Yeah, what I want them to do is take a look at those 5 steps to freedom. So you started your business for a really good reason. I don't know what that was, so I'll use an example. I don't know what your reason was, listener. So I know one of my clients really wanted to start in his industry because it had been one of those high-pressure industries where, 50, 60, 70, 80-hour work weeks were necessary if you wanted to go anywhere in the industry. But he lived in a smaller town, so when he started his business, he wanted people to be able to, people that were really creative and interested in their industry, to come to work, feel like they could be professionals, have an impact, and not have that be their whole life. Meaning, not requiring them to work extraordinary amounts of hours, but deliver a professional product. So that was the root of it. So it wasn't the product or service; it was the environment, the vibe he wanted to create. And you have that too. There was a whole reason you opened your business and you wanted it to do a certain thing. So take a look and take the scorecard to figure out what phase you're in. You'll have an idea of where you are, but you might be surprised that it's slightly off by one. And then ask yourself, what are you willing to change in 2024 to get what you'd really like? Because what I can share with you is what I've seen is if you keep doing the same thing, you will keep getting the same thing, right? That's just how it is. It's the
I like the scorecard.
Yeah.
I'm starting off with the scorecard,
right?
Because that's going to tell you where you are. Right?
There's your phase. Yeah, start with a scorecard, and then before you dive into the academy or the book, that sort of thing. So start with the scorecard. That's your phase. Then go to the profit equation calculator. That is, you're going to have a sense for, gosh, I did some things really well, and it wouldn't take a whole lot of change to get some really nice big impacts.
I love it. And you know what? He offered all of those little things for free that goes along with the Academy. Also his book, The 6 Silver Bullets to Grow Any Business Fast. He made it very affordable. The Academy is $100 right now. It's $100, but we've got everyone getting it for free. And maybe it's you. Maybe it's someone that you know. You do not have to be a large-sized business. It doesn't matter what you do. It's small businesses. Solopreneurs like myself, I get a lot every time I listen to you, And the book is phenomenal. It takes 23 minutes to read. This Academy, too, you could do it on your own. Coaching self-directed your own way, and making small changes to make big impact for next year. Start now. So our number here is 602-277-5369. We're letting everyone get it so that you can have it for now, and it's going to make you
Yeah.
start the new year with a bang.
You don't have to change everything. You can choose to change just one or two things.
Just one or two things that can make a big impact. That's what he's talking about. And he wants to help everybody succeed. Check him out on his website. It's makingthecut.biz. We've got everyone who's going to get this academy from us here at KFNX through Ken. And we appreciate that because I love it getting ready now. Do you want to say a final something?
Yeah. Use the links to find the templates, resources, and my appointment.
Call in here at 602-277-5369.